this happened one more time where a story is in the algorithm that isn't a new story. It just kind of picked up on the pattern or the energy lingering. Orioles agreed a $155 million 5-year deal with slugger Pete Alonso. And notice how it says even right up here, it's like it's trending. You see this? Alonso to Orioles. Let's see if I can zoom in. Look it up here where it says world. It's got the list of trending stories right under it. Okay. Look, Alonso to Orioles. That's trending right now. But when I scroll down, look at the article date is from December. You see that right there? Isn't that weird? Now, I'm going to actually show you why that popped up. Okay? But first, this may be a couple of things that I noticed that maybe I didn't notice then. Check that out. His nickname is Polar Bear. Look at the language in action here. Polar Bear equals 155. Isn't that absolutely incredible? Because it's a $155 million deal with the Orioles, and it's even a 5-year deal, so 1555. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Look at this, man. Check this out. Because Ray Lewis is a legend in the NFL. He played for the Baltimore Ravens. Look at his birthday, 155, 15th day of the 5th month. So that 155 hits with the new Orioles player. The Orioles play in Baltimore. So you got Baltimore and Baltimore, different sports. Look at the 155 land. Look at me expose this right now. And with the nickname Polar Bear, well, I don't think the slide is right here. I think it's down the line a little bit. But this popped in the algorithm because we have the debut appearance in spring training for Pete Alonso with the Orioles. But you would think that that would be trending, right? Look at how the trade is popping up trending. Isn't that weird? Now, those other stories that are up there, I think those are old too. Isn't that interesting? It's straight up popping up right now. Is it because of spring training? But why would old stories pop up trending? Him getting traded to the Orioles with the December on the article is trending now? Like I said, he's in spring training and he's making his debut for the Orioles. Right? You know, he was on the Mets. Okay? Isn't that interesting? I can't even remember as I'm scrolling down here. Look, it says his nickname right there, Polar Bear. And then that's the 155. And then that's the deal he gets. Wow, it's a 5-year contract even. So yeah, it's like 5 years. And again, Ray Lewis with the 5th month birthday. I don't even see here, was it a trade or just a signing? But anyways, we're kind of beyond that right now. It's trending, but it's from December. You know, let me pull up the spring training game right here. Orioles. Okay, so they're playing today. This is baseball, so they're probably going to play like every day, right? So here's just the current game here. I believe I pull up in the story, and we're going to look at that home run too. It looks very scripted. But you got this Baltimore connection. That 155 hits extreme right there. And look, the Ray Lewis again, Baltimore. Check this out because he makes his debut on Friday, February 20th, against the Yankees. That's the day leaving 314 days. His last birthday was the 341st day of the year. So you get 341, 314. Check that out. I circled it. The game's even on the 51st day of the year. You get the 51, which is like, 515, 155, 1555. 51st day of the year. He's got that 2 on the jersey right there. But I think he actually is wearing 25. I don't know if that's just like they AI assumed he was going to wear 2. Baltimore, B's the second letter of the alphabet. But I believe he's wearing 25. Right? That's interesting because he is wearing 25. And Ray Lewis wore 52, which is reversed. Man. And look, February 20, 2/20, like 22, like 2. Ray Lewis is born in 75, and this debut for Alonso with Baltimore, 75 days after his birthday. What do you think about that? Baltimore Orioles, Baltimore Ravens. And you do get the 2 birds, huh? Ravens, Oriole. That's interesting as well. Oh, look at it. Look at the script. Look at these, look at this script. This wouldn't be easy to predict. It's a little bit easier afterwards to see it. Check that out. Isn't that amazing? I think it is amazing. Okay, so now we're going to look at the home run, okay? So this is his debut. He hits a home run. You could see, I don't know what that picture's about with the Mets there. That's interesting that he was on the New York Mets and his debut for the Orioles is against the other New York team, the Yankees. But let's check out the home run. See, he's right there with that 25. Again, that's Ray Lewis's number reversed with the Baltimore connection. So it's the 6th inning, and it's tied. Okay, this is a big time scripted home run. Usually it's not so obvious in baseball, but he really gets served up here. Is he batting? It looks like he's batting second in the lineup. And look at the pitch count, 0 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. We saw that image with the 2 earlier on his jersey. We're in the second month as well. Baltimore, B, the second letter of the alphabet. Come on, man. And the game's on 2/20, which is, again, like 22, like 2. Well, here he goes right here. Look at this. Look at this. What do they call? Look at this gift that the pitcher throws him. Look at this right here. Look at the picture. The pitcher, like, oh, yeah. Let me try to fool him with the pitch. Look. I think I could have smoked that one out. And look at that wall. That looks very simple. What do they call that? That was a donut of a pitch right there. Is there a replay? Look at it. I mean, I might have missed it. I might have struck out, to be honest. Right? Oh, and now they're just gonna they keep showing other highlights. Let's look again. Here it is. Look, what was the pitcher really thinking? Oh, he's not going to swing. Man. Okay, so that's that home run right there. Now, look, this is amazing, okay? So you can see here, look at right here. So he's on the Orioles now, Pete Alonso. Look, he has the 20 for the Mets even, so that's like another 2, right? And the Ray Lewis birthday, 5/15, 5 plus 15 is 20. Check this out right here. Orioles is a bird, right? He's got the Larry Bird birthday. He's got the Larry Bird birthday. And now he's on the bird team, the Orioles. Come on, man. Hey, Bird. B, again, the second letter. Larry Bird played for the Boston Celtics. When Boston equals 22, when Boston equals 22 and basketball equals 22, look, Boston again, B, the second letter. Boston's got the 22, just like basketball. Basketball B, the language, 22. You see that right there? Right? You know, the National Basketball Association, 202 like 22. National Football League, 220 like 22. You see that right there? You even get that 122. You know what I mean? We're talking about that Ray Lewis connection too. Don't forget. Okay, we're talking about that Ray Lewis connection also. Baltimore connection. You got the 155 connected with the contract of Pete Alonso with the Baltimore Orioles. You got the Baltimore Ravens. You got that 155 connection with Ray Lewis. You see that? Amazing, right? The 13-time Pro Bowler. And again, you see that 52 right there, man. So I mean that's super duper solid. You get the Larry Bird connection right here. And Pete Morgan Alonso. Peter Morgan Alonso, that's his full name. 89 in reverse reduction. Boy, the 89-98's been hitting lately because Bill Mazeroski just died. Pittsburgh Pirates dies at age 89. And remember Prince Edward, what the hell's his name? This guy whose house got searched. This guy associated with Epstein right here. His mom's Queen Elizabeth II. Look, that's another 2. And his mom, Queen Elizabeth II, dies the 8th month and the 9th day. Prince Andrew, excuse me, I forgot he's connected to Kyrie. Kyrie was also on the Celtics. That's the Larry Bird connection. Obviously not at the same time, but look at the 89s land. Even Nicole, aka Snooki from the Jersey Shore, she reveals she has cervical cancer 89 days after her birthday, and that was on 2/20, the same date as this Orioles game. Is Baltimore far from Jersey? I don't know, but she urged her followers to get pap smears. Even pap smears got the 89. So look at 89's landing heavy. This is also Deion Sanders' birthday, August 9, 8-9. He's a baseball player. He also played football. So you can see the dynamic going on here. Do you like that, man? Solid stuff. Deion Sanders might have played for the Yankees at one point as well. Deion Sanders, Yankees. There's that 8-9 birthday. He was on the Yankees as well. He was also on the Yankees. Man, I have a good memory, huh? You know, two-sport athlete. Good stuff. Good thumbnail. 155 lands. Polar Bear is the nickname. You know, right? Wow, even Major League Baseball 351. Peter Morgan Alonso 251. Look at that, man. B. Alonso. Look. Pete Alonso. Let's see. I spelled his name wrong. Here he is right here. Look at his season. That's last season. 38 homers. Look, there's that 126 that keeps landing. 126 RBIs. What was the final score of that? So it's 4-4 today against Detroit. But what about that Yankees game? Orioles. Let's see. Let's go right here. Spring training, right? So that was right there. They won. Look, they won scoring 2 runs. Look at that, 2-0. There's another 2 on 2/20. Baltimore B, the second letter. You saw him with the 2 on his jersey in that AI image somehow. And there's 2 with the Larry Bird connection even. Man, even that 2 connected to Kyrie Irving that I mentioned earlier. You got the Queen Elizabeth II connection. Deion Sanders, 2-sport athlete. This crap's all with the language, man. Jeez. Yankees. Now I'm thinking about Twin Towers. Look, Gunnar Henderson, first guy that pops up. 2 at bats. Number 2 on his jersey. So I guess he did. Yeah, so Gunnar has that 2. We saw the AI image of Alonso with the 2. So he had 3 at bats. Look, 2 RBIs, 1 hit, 1 run. 1 + 1 is 2. Scroll down a little bit here. Nice, huh? All right. So, spring training tomorrow, Braves. That's amazing. They play the Braves tomorrow because Deion Sanders was on the freaking Braves as well. God. Woo. Come on, man. And again, this is popping up trending as trade as spring training hits. And let's click on these other stories because I think these are all old. They're talking about the MVP. I mean, that was last season. Look, November 14th. Why is it up there trending right now? Cy Young, Dodgers signed Diaz. These are old stories that are popping up trending. Like a glitch or something? December 9th, 2 days after the Alonso birthday? With that guy? Look, that was his former... Alonso used to be on the Mets, man. God. Pete Alonso's trending. That's all I got to say. Look at that 7 on the sleeve right there. He's born on the 7th. Until next time. Look at that. That's his birthday. The dude's got the 12 right there. His birthday's the 7th day of the 12th month. They give us the image with the 12 and the 7. Until next time. God.